Hi, I'm Jess, and this is the story of Pampered Aesthetics. One of my earliest memories of my mom was doing my nails. If I didn't bite them while she was at work Monday to Friday, we would get a new color when she came home. Due to this, my nail polish collection grew quite extensively at a young age. I wasn't aware just how much this would influence my adult life. At bedtime, watching her rub her lotions and potions and listening to her explain how important it was to have a good face care regime. To this day, the smell of oil of Olay reminds me of my mom. Back then, information wasn't widely as available about the quality of the products. Who would have known that the brief moments in time would have such a driving impact on adult life? In my teenage years, there wasn't a nail salon that I did not visit. Acrylic nails back then were all the rage. Someone who could not grow their own nails, I loved having mine look beautiful. Associated beauty with pain, the bleeding nail beds, the jungle burns. Wasn't education available on the products or the facilities in which you visited? Little did I know that it would take my nails years to recover from this. After high school, my dad was insistent on me going through for a trade. He was of the opinion that he would always have something to fall back on. It wasn't even a question that aesthetics was the path that I decided I wanted to take. The next step was to find a school to deal with such a hands-on profession, but I wasn't fond of the larger class sizes that is associated with most of the aesthetics courses. There was so much room for error before the teacher would have the opportunity to help or correct what you'd done wrong. I located a private career college with small class sizes. I was the youngest in my class, all baby-faced, having just recently graduated high school. I would graduate college by my 18th birthday. Soon after graduating, I started working at a large local spa here in Coburg. Life has many bends and twists and turns along the way. It was a different path, but my soul ached to find its way back to the profession that I had come to love. Purchasing my first home opened the opportunity to go back into that direction for me. I was so excited that I poured everything that I thought everyone else wanted into that. Every time someone had an opinion, I took it personally and I jumped to accommodate or adjust what they decided that I needed to. But I was stagnant with the same clientele and not much growth. This was not the life that I had envisioned for the spa. Life once again threw a curveball. But it was the best one possible because I finally was ready to step outside of my comfort zone. For me, this meant finally getting with the times and making a social media account. This was something that I'd adamantly dug my heels in against. I had no interest in selling myself, and I just honestly wanted to practice my trade. I enlisted the help of my now very good friend Danielle from Designer on the Hill. This was one of the best decisions that I have ever made. Not just for the business, but me personally. She has been there every step of the way. After losing my mom to her 14-year-old battle with cancer, I threw myself into the spa, dedicating every free minute that I had, not only to my trade, but also into continuing my education. Life is a funny way of working its way out, and my biggest adventure was still in store. I now spend my nights preaching the importance of face care regime to my two little goblins, who also regularly look forward to their polish changes. Something was still amiss. The spa wasn't being true to our authentic selves. We were so busy trying to compete in the big leagues and being ashamed of everything that made us, well, us. Being solo wasn't something to be ashamed of. It was the individual one-on-one attention to the customer that was needed. Somewhere along the path, we tried to tone down what made us who we are, trying to be easier to swallow, more likable, more sought after. It took a while to get there, but we finally realized that it was making me miserable and I didn't want to be living someone else's vision of me or what the spa should be. Our humor is dark and twisty. We are anything but ordinary. With a love for the macabre, the first thing we did was a facelift. It's amazing how much a simple can of paint can change the appearance. True to form, it was a family endeavor. We like to do everything together, and this was no exception to our rule. A romantic goth type feel was our finished feel. This speaks to us on many levels. It's classy, but also more of what we are. Much to the decor that was pre-existing as decorations inside of our own home, not just in the spa. We stayed true to ourselves, switching to cruelty-free lines. Dream of building not only a business, but an empire. My dream is to build something not only self-sustaining, but also thriving. It's my biggest dream to build something to hand over to Paige that she doesn't have to worry about the growing pains, as it will already be established with its own clientele for her. For those of you that don't know, Paige is our very own little Miss Pampered, who wants to grow up to be an esthetician and take over the business, though she currently doesn't understand why we make her go to school, as she's already decided her path. My dream for the current moment is having enough success at Pampered Aesthetics so that it's our only hustle. For those of you that don't know, I also pull in a full-time job elsewhere. We live in a day and age that sometimes we need a little extra while making our dreams become a reality. We use the business as a teaching experience for the goblins, teaching them the fundamentals of owning and operating a business, but not just a business, a family-run business that's all hands on deck. All hands, everybody. We want them to learn to come together and embrace the strengths and weaknesses of each other, all while making something amazing together. They understand a solid work ethic, but not just that. They understand that we stop at nothing to give them the best life that they possibly can have. They watch Dad, who literally has no interest in the spa, helping and building something to help our family. It's joint goals and happiness. The goblins have learned so much about small business and working relationships. We educate them on supporting local, knowing the faces behind the brand and the difference that they're making in that person's life by shopping at their business and not a big box store. There's not any part of Pampered Aesthetics that the goblins have not been a part of. The order placing, the receiving, courses, social media posts approval, decorating, they're there every step of the way. I just wanted to give you the story of Pampered Aesthetics as we continue on this new journey. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like and a follow. I hate saying cheesy shit on camera. It's weird. I dream of not.
Hey, I owe you. Blah, 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 blah.
Stop.
And good to go.
The next step was to find a school with a hands-on profession. I'm confused what I wrote. Come to love. Wait, no. I chose a different path, but my soul ached on its way back to the first topic. It's hard enough without you doing that.
Okay, keep going.
You suck. Trying, I'm sorry.
It's really good. Are you missing a page?
I know, I just don't make sense.
You're doing awesome, baby. You're almost done.
No, I'm not. Dad, who literally has no interest in the spa, helping and building something to help our family.
That's not true. Now we gotta do it all again.
Seriously?
I didn't hit the record button.
Are you